given Israel almost $23 billion in military aid over the last year. So I did some math, and here are a few other ways we could have spent that money. With $22,760,000,000, we could fund FEMA's entire response and recovery budget 82 times over, or the American Red Cross 7 times, or Doctors Without Borders 30 times. Alternatively, we could have just paid for every US public library for a year and a half. Remember Operation Warp Speed? When we created a vaccine for a pandemic in less than a year? Yeah, with this money, we could not only do another one of those, but also fund St. Jude's Children's Hospital until 2029. But of course, instead, we've spent almost 9 times more on bombs for Israel than we have for UN peacekeeping. That money could have paid for either a year of Mississippi or 4 years of Delaware. I was going to talk about different sectors of the GDP using government data, but the tables I was looking for were actually being discontinued due to budget restraints. $22,760,000,000 is more than 7 times the gross revenue of Avatar, and more than the entire GDP of Lebanon and 83 other countries. That money could have paid my cat's adoption fee 151 million times. Now, there are only about 6.3 million animals in US shelters right now, so we could adopt every single one of them and buy each of them a PS5. Which they can't even use, they don't have thumbs. But technically, we could do it and still have half the budget left over. Or, we could just give every American $65. $22 billion is a hell of a lot of money, and it is coming out of your pocket. So think about it. How do you want your money to be spent? Because personally, I'd go with the FEMA funding, or the dog with the PS5. But frankly, with that amount of money, there is no reason we shouldn't have both.